What's going on, everyone? This is KUNDAIZ Connection, Season 2, Episode 2. I'm sitting here with my dog, Vontee. What's going on?
Not much, man. Nice to meet y'all, man. You know, Vontee, upcoming comedian from Baltimore City. Yeah, man, you know, we here. It's lit.
You ever been down in Montgomery County?
Nah, never. This is my first time out here.
You ain't got no friends or family out here?
Nah. I need some friends that live out here, because if they living like this...
Nah, trust me, this place quiet. It's quiet. Ain't nothing really popping down here. It's boring as shit. Everything that's going on is like by Towson and shit, like Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
You ever be out that side?
Oh, yeah, Towson's lit. Definitely their nightlife. Towson's lit.
How was it growing up in Baltimore?
Growing up in Baltimore was, for me, it was different, you know, because originally I was born in Pittsburgh, right? So I was born in Pittsburgh. So all my family lives in Pittsburgh, but I've been living in Baltimore for 20 years now. So of course that's where my home is. And like I said, growing up there, it's like you know, you can get into whatever you want to get in. You can get into trouble, or you can just mind your business and do the right thing. And I chose to, you know, mind my business, do the right thing. So I mean, like I said, it was good. It was a good upbringing for me.
You played sports when you was growing up?
Yeah, I played basketball. I know I'm short, but yeah, I played point guard.
You played point guard, shit. Who you got in the finals?
In the finals, you're gonna go with Golden State versus the Bucks. I got the Bucks. The Bucks coming out the East.
They busted our ass last night. I'm a Lakers fan.
Oh yeah.
But shit, going into what's it called? Your craft. How did you start out? Did you use Vine or were you just straight to Instagram?
Yep. Well, the first thing I ever used was YouTube.
Okay.
I used YouTube back in 2011, and then I was in 11th grade, and then 12th grade, this thing called Vine came out. So I was getting on Vine. They said, well, you only get 6 seconds on there. So I'm thinking like, how can I tell a joke in 6 seconds? But I was able to, and I got Vine famous. Chief Keef reposted me on Vine, and then from there, it just went crazy. So, yeah.
How was it coming up with content?
It's easy, man. Coming up with content is so easy, because I do a lot of female-based content, because, you know, I hang out with girls as far as like going on dates and stuff like that, so I'm real observant. So it's easy coming up with content. Like I can make something out of this right here. I can make something relatable. Right. So it's easy coming up with content.
Talking about like how you do your skits with Scarf. Do you ever receive backlash for doing that?
Yeah, yeah.
They come at you hard.
Yeah, I get more backlash from the guys. Some guys that say, you know, well, you shouldn't be acting like this. You're giving out a bad message. You're putting a scarf on your head. Da-da-da. And I always say, well, Martin did it. You know, Tyler Perry did it. Jamie Foxx did it. So it isn't like I'm the first one to do it, you know.
They should be worried about what you're doing anyways.
Yeah,
this is your craft, this is art, and you're expressing your way and doing your thing. You know what you do. Yeah, you know what you like. Exactly. So something like that.
For real.
Talk about the comedians you looked up to growing up.
Oh, growing up, my favorite comedian was Martin. From the TV show, from all of that, man. Like even Big Mama House, everything was Martin. You know, Will Smith was the actor I looked up to as well. He did everything. And then now Kevin Hart, of course. I think Kevin Hart is taking over the planet Earth. He's everywhere. So Kevin Hart is definitely
doing. Yeah, Martin definitely gave me the inspiration to do the talk show, because, you know, watching him from doing the radio, then doing it on the street. I forget what it's called. Word on the Street, I believe. And then he got the bigger show than Warner Hill. You know, just that whole step and that whole leveling up. Yeah. Just inspired me. So, and Arsenio Hall as well. So.
Oh yeah, legend.
Definitely. So, talking about. You ever looked up to Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey?
Oh yeah.
You know how you see how they like comedy? They had their comedy translate from stand up to television.
Exactly.
Do you have different type of comedy when you do stand up?
Yeah. When I do stand up versus when I do you know, Instagram is way different, because my stand up comedy is more like I'm talking to you in a room. You know, I don't really put on too much of an act and things. Instagram is more like my TV show. And then when I get on the stage, I'm just telling you stories, straight up and down. This is what happened last night. Listen to this story. So that's, you know, it's story time when I'm on the microphone. But, yeah.
Have you ever bombed the show?
No, not yet. I pray I don't. I pray I don't.
I pray you don't. You're gonna be straight. You're gonna be straight. Talk about when you do stand up. Did you have a hard time translating that, like with the videos, and like did you have a hard time switching it over?
Of course, yeah, that was hard, because I was so used to doing videos and I was so used to acting out, but you know, on stage I'm not really dressed up in character to act out. You know, it might be times I'm on stage with just a white tee and some jeans, so it's hard to portray a female in that type of thing. So, you know, I haven't really got as comfortable yet putting on a scarf and all that on a stage level yet. So, like I said, when I was transitioning to on the stage, I had to, I had to find my groove. I had to find my niche. So.
Would you ever want to do television your own, like on your own, like have your own TV show, just like Martin?
Yeah, I would love to have my own TV show.
What would you want it based on, like you growing up?
Yeah, I would want to be based on like me growing up, or like me being in a single family home, and I'm the first one to go to college, out of my whole family. So I'm the first one to go to college, and I'm telling my I'm telling friends back at home how college life is. So the TV show would base myself like in the summertime, me coming back home to my, I like stuff like.
Don't talk too much about it.
I know, yeah, I know. That's what I'm still right there.
Damn. But shit, growing up in Baltimore, I know for a fact that they have a lot of stereotypes. A lot of like people like to talk about Baltimore and joke about like the slang y'all have, using the word dummy and what's the other slang y'all use out there?
We say dummy, we say stupid, we say I'm Ray, go to the store. We don't say ready, we type it R-E-Y. I'm Ray, go to the store. We say spin the bin. It goes. Let's go on and on. For real.
But shit, like which ones are like not accurate?
It's not accurate that we.
No, what's said about Baltimore that's not accurate?
A lot of people say that Baltimore is a city where you can't have fun at. That's not true. People think that you always got to go past Baltimore to go to DC. Don't get me wrong. DC nightlife is definitely one of the latest in the country. Correct. But you can find fun things to do in Baltimore without getting hurt or just this stigma to where as though the violence is so bad where you can't have fun. That's not true. You just got to start having fun in places where it's a little more safe at. Nobody told you to be in West Baltimore at 1 a.m. Like, of course you're not going to have too much fun there. It's not going to be fun.
You got to have common sense.
For sure.
Would you, do you ever do shows at the colleges in Baltimore? Like Morgan, Towson?
Morgan, Coppin. I just did one of Morgan's homecoming shows back in October. I do a lot of that.
How does that go?
It's lit. In the colleges, I like colleges because, people who are at these colleges typically don't live in Baltimore City. Correct. So I'm able to tell them stories about where you're from. Like, you guys are on this campus, but 5 minutes off this campus, they're going to tell you what's going on down the street. So.
Simple.
For sure.
Did you go to school?
Yeah.
College?
I went to college for 2 years. I went to CCB, so I went to community college. I tried to do my little thing there, but
that conversation. Talk about college, and I remember you going on the rant, having the post.
That's crazy.
People were going nuts about the fact that you're saying you don't need to go to college to do a certain thing, and just go into detail about what you're talking about.
People was getting my words, scrambled up. I never said college wasn't important. I never said education wasn't important. All I'm saying is before you enter that, because college is a commitment.
Correct.
You're signing paperwork. You're paying your money to go here. So before you do that, you want to know what you're there for. You don't want to be in class one day sitting like, what am I doing? Or you don't want to do something worse, actually get a degree, and then 3 years down the line, you're doing nothing with the degree. Then you're paying back these student loans, and you're getting yourself in debt. And then you found out that, wow, I should have went to a trade school because now I want to drive trucks. You didn't have to go to school to drive trucks. You went to a trade school, got your CDLs. So I'm telling people there's other ways to make financial gain other than going to college. That's all I'm saying. But if you go to college, just know what you're going there for. That's all. That's it.
Correct. Shit, happy you addressed that because I was seeing shit. I was like, damn, niggas is really.
They was going crazy in the comments.
Bugging out about this shit. I'm like, damn, bro.
My man.
Most successful people, some of them didn't even go to school.
Didn't even go to school. Bill Gates didn't even go to school. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, so we want to go into some questions from the fans.
For sure.
You have any?
Yeah, one of the biggest questions from the fans was, what's one of the hardest things about being, what's the good thing about being Instagram famous, and what's one of the hardest things about being Instagram famous? So, let me start off with the worst. The worst thing about being Instagram famous is, being a comedian, definitely, every time you're in public, people are going to expect you to be telling jokes, right? They're going to tell you, you can be shopping for milk. Exactly. You can be having a bad day. You just want to go get some milk from Walmart and go back in the house. But when people come up to you, they're like, they want you to tell this joke and they want you to be the character. And it's like, come on, bro. I just lost all my money last night at the casino. I lost all my money at the casino. It's kind of hard for me to tell a joke. But the best thing about it is you are impacting people's lives. Some people really wake up every day and they look on these people pages like, I can't wait to laugh. You're giving people something to look forward to other than it's the norm, school, work, home, sleep. You're putting something in their day that'll make their day more. So that's the best thing about it. Like, there's people really watching you. Another question is, because you know I like a female, I act like a female on the gram. So a big question is, do those gay comments ever get to you? How do you feel about those comments? In the beginning, I would be lying if I said they didn't get to me. Like I would be lying if I said that parent said, no, I didn't look at them. I don't care. No, in the beginning I did care because it's like, you know.
You're young and you're coming up and just trying to figure it out.
I'm just saying because, you know, not against the gay community, but when you're a straight guy, people calling you gay is frustrating. Like, cause come on, you messing up my opportunity to get some, like this girl, you know what I mean? Like you're messing up my opportunity. So that was a big thing to get over. But eventually, once the money coming in and once the bookings coming in, it's like, oh, forget those comments. To hell with them. You know what I mean? Cause you're starting to make your lifestyle off of this.
Exactly. This is what you do.
Exactly.
This is what you do.
Exactly. So that was a few questions, and another question is, you know, how do you like? Well, you made that question, how do I come up with the content? Because it seemed like I just keep coming up with these different content, and like I said, I just study life in general. I could be playing basketball with my homeboy, he might do something, I'd be like, yo, you're not the only one who does that, bro.
right.
That should be a video,
and relate to this.
I'll be on the fly, and that's how it would happen. So yeah, there's plenty of questions that they was asking me. They was saying like, what was the video that took off for me? I made a video, in Baltimore, I made a video, it was a Soulja Boy challenge like a year ago when he said, Big Soulja, not from the hood, and things like that. So I made a video in Baltimore, it was one of Baltimore's worst projects. Right. It was on the east side, it was Latrobe Homes. So I made a video.
I remember you had the rap, just like he had going on.
Just like he had, and I was like, you know, they say Vontee not from the hood, and I had my homeboys chase me down the street, and that video went crazy. Like all the Baltimore rappers, the models, everybody reposted that one. And then the video that took me more national was the Moesha video. I made a video of me pretending to be Moesha writing in the diary. Man, that went crazy. I woke up the next day, I had like 10,000 new followers. So between those two videos, and then you know, right, and then they say like what celebrities followed me and helped me out. That was another question. Like I said, Chief Keef was a big one in the beginning, and then Tammy from Love and Hip Hop. Okay. Then Blame It on Quay, the guy that was you know, he dressed up like a female as well. Lala Scissorhands, another funny comedian.
Just Hilarious.
Just Hilarious.
How do you guys have a relationship, like a friendship, like
yeah.
brothers? Because I seen one time I think she posted something in real.
Yeah, Just Hilarious gave me a Insta Snap repost one day, and it was just on her Insta Snap. And she was like, you know, the question was who's the funniest Instagram person that you follow? She said me and this guy named Rennie from New York. Okay. So when she gave me that shout out, she gave me I was like 13,000 followers overnight. So shout out to Jess. Yeah, me and Jess got a good relationship. Whenever I see her in Baltimore, we always, you know, we say what's up, we stuff like that. So I'm happy for her, for sure.
That's definitely dope. Well, I appreciate you, my G, for sitting down with me.
Of course.
Anything else that we gotta, you know, what's next?
Man, that's a great question. Great question. So what's next, real quick, is I got a slogan that I start making in my videos. I'd be like, bro. So right now we're getting those t-shirts made. We're getting Vontee t-shirts made, like a t-shirt with my face, but the scarf and the bonnet and everything. So we're getting people that can be able to get merchandise for the first time and really go out here and support me on the merchandise thing. And then next is we're going to do movies. We got some movies coming out for the spring. I want my own web series. Okay. And then we're getting ready for this tour. We got a 5-city tour.
Yeah, 5 cities.
Yep.
What cities you gonna be in?
We got New Jersey, we got Cleveland, we got Philadelphia, we got DC, and of course we finishing off back home in Baltimore. So that should be a nice small tour. Hopefully that tour does well so we can get more cities. So we can go to Chicago, Milwaukee, we can go everywhere. So this summer should be lit, bro. Definitely.
I definitely look forward to it. I appreciate you, my guy, for sitting down with
me. Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in to KUNDAIZ Connection, episode 2, season 2. This is Vontee. We're out of this jump, all right?
All right.
Now here's an unreleased skit from Vontee, a little present from him to you all. Thank you guys again for tuning in to season 2, episode 2 of KUNDAIZ Connection. You guys have a good evening, all right?
Yeah, baby, hello?
Shut the fuck up. You know what? I am so sick and tired of your trifling ass. I I wake up in the morning and I gotta see this shit all on my Instagram? You's a trifling ass bitch. Baby. And my friends was right about your black ass. Okay? You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. You ain't gonna never change.
I don't know, but baby.
Shut up. I'm talking. Fuck you, Derek. Have a nice life. Go have a nice life. And I know you can't do that without me. So, all right. What do you have to say? I'm tired of waking up in the morning dealing with this.
What time did you wake up this morning?
Bitch, boy, are you really fucking serious? All the shit I just fucking said to your motherfucking... Bitch, I woke up at 9 a.m. Goodbye.
All right, babe.